Welcome back, my people, to the Kangaroo Black Show. Sunday on the porch swing, let the whole truth roll. We talk real life, real fights, and the things that never fade. From the red clay to the water, yeah, we got our own parade. Hear that crowd start calling, feel that heartbeat rise. When the story gets heavy, we keep it in our eyes. From the first whistle to the final stand, you know I'm saying it proud now, right across this land. The Kangaroo Black Show, say it loud, let it go. Roll tide, roll. Keep that fire in your soul. The Kangaroo Black Show, from the front row to the road. Roll tide, roll. Alabama, let it show. Roll tide, roll. I seen sweat on the sideline, I seen grit in the rain, I seen old men grinning when that red flag came. Sunday casseroles cooling while the radio sang. One state, one band, and the whole house rang. Hear the crowd start calling, feel that heartbeat right. When the story gets heavy, we keep it in our eyes. From the first whistle to the final stand, you know I'm saying it proud now, right across this land. The Kangaroo Black Show, say it loud, let it go. Roll tide, roll. Keep that fire in your soul. The Kangaroo Black Show, from the front row to the road. Roll tide, roll. Alabama, let it show. Roll tide. When the night run long and the talk run thin, we remember who we are and we dig back in. One voice, one heartbeat, one big family. Kangaroo Black, baby, that's the way it's gotta be. The Kangaroo Black Show, say it loud, let it go. Roll tide, roll. Keep that fire in your soul. The Kangaroo Black Show, from the front row to the road. Roll tide, roll. Alabama, let it show. Roll tide, roll. Bama. Bama Crimson Tide is sitting pretty right now. So hey, you should be embarrassed. You should be ashamed of yourself. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the town. This your boy Kangaroo Black. I'm back once again. Talk about my Alabama Crimson Tide. To celebrate concerning my Alabama. Let's all get up on our feet and yell, roll tide, baby. Nobody beat my Alabama Crimson Tide. My, that got brave song.
That's the way I see it.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the show. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again, talking about my Alabama Crimson Tide once again, as usual. Hope everybody had a great day on this Wednesday afternoon. Let me see if I can get my what's the name straight. There we go. But hope everybody had a great day this afternoon, man. And I had a great work week. But I just want to let y'all know. I want to let you know that it is a great day to be an Alabama fan. Of course, every day is a great day to be an Alabama fan. I just want you to know. But anyway, I just want to say something real quick. Brennington Kane, whatever the hell your name, 8830. Don't come over here with that. If you want to be in this chat, make sure you bring some substance. We don't want to, what you talking about, ain't nobody interested. That's all I'm going to tell you about that. Ain't nobody interested in what you talking about, Brennington Kane. You bringing up what other programs do and all that, but you have yet to bring up anything Miami has done. Okay, you talking about players, Georgia players stealing from the Dollar Tree. Well, talk about the fact that you had players shooting and killing each other. Talk about that, okay? I feel like I know you probably Bama hater. I don't know. But anyway, don't come over here with that. So yeah, I ain't gonna tell you no more. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna tell you no more. Because you keep it up, I'm gonna get you up out of here. Or you can leave on your own. How about that? You can always leave on your own. Save me some trouble. But anyway, as I said, hope everybody had a great day. Went on me a little trip the past couple of days. Yeah, I think that's Bama hater too, LaQuisha Gordon, because he say the same things over and over. You can really tell who he is. But anyway, oh, man. Okay, well, you don't want to listen, so I go ahead and get him out of here. Bye. Oh, man, I hope I ain't put nobody else out. But anyway, he gone now. But went on me on a little trip for the past couple of days. Went down to Savannah, Georgia, man. Matter of fact, I ran into a Miami fan at that. You know what I'm saying? And it was great. It was a great interaction, man. Every fan base got some great people. And here on YouTube, man, you know, I done had the chance to meet some great people, man. I bought me an Alabama jersey out his shop. He even gave me a discount, and I sure appreciate it. And I guess he know Coach Hayes personally. He gave Coach Hayes a call, so that was good. I went and rode the riverboat and everything. Riding that riverboat just proves to me that I would never go on a cruise. I've never had a desire to go on a cruise, and guess what? I ain't going on there after being on that damn riverboat. Damn that. But anyway, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. If you haven't checked out my video on today, I did Alabama's season prediction. I did Alabama season. Oh, I went in there looking for a Keon Keeley's jersey, but he didn't have one. Not Keon Keeley, but Keelan Russell jersey. I went in there looking for one, but he didn't have it. So I got Jalen Hurts. So he only had about 3 Alabama jerseys in there anyway. So you can't compare a riverboat to a cruise. Well, Stacey Go Dogs, I ain't never going on no cruise. I can tell you that right now. Put me on a plane. All right. On a plane, I can get to where I'm going in 3 or 4 hours. On a cruise, it's going to take 2 or 3 days, and I don't want to do it. Nope. But anyway, I did Alabama's season preview. Matter of fact, I might do it again, all over again, you know, on this live show. But anyway, I'm over here live on TikTok too. I really don't go live on TikTok, but I'm live on TikTok. Got a few people up in here. And if you on TikTok, man, make sure you go to YouTube and subscribe to my channel if you ain't already subscribed to my YouTube channel. But anyway, I might do my season prediction all over again live for my Alabama Crimson Tide. Sure is. Matter of fact, they even had an Eagles Jalen Hurts jersey. But I'm not an Eagles fan, so I left that at the show. What's going on, Nick Saban Jr.? Shout out. The name of the store you got the jersey from. What was the name of the store? I don't forgot. Interstate, something Interstate. I have to go on my YouTube page. Let me see if I can get it. It's Interstate something. I'm gonna get it for y'all real quick. Just give me a minute. Let me go to my post. Let me go to my post. Let's shout out. Let's shout them out. It is matter of fact, that should have been easy. Interstate Sports. That's what it's called. Interstate Sports. So you ever in Augusta and you go to the outlet mall, make sure you stop by Interstate Sports. I think the guy's name is Trevor, I believe. I think it's Trevor. But anyway, Interstate Sports. That's what it is. So you ever in Savannah and you go to the outlet mall, you make sure you go to Interstate Sports. They got some nice stuff in there too. So yeah, appreciate that, Nick Saban Jr. I appreciate that. But let's do roll call and then we'll go ahead and get on with the show. We got 47 over here right now. Matter of fact, let's see. Let's see what we're doing on. Stephen Hicks, what's going on, brother? Roll Tide, Stephen Hicks, the first one in the chat today, and also the first member of the Kangaroo Click in the chat today. What's going on, brother? Shout out to Stephen Hicks, Roll Tide, KB. Our old line will be ready for war. Hide and watch. Them haters, you know, they tripping and shit. They talking shit, but it's all good. They gonna find out. They're gonna find out. Larry Trey Wicker, what's going on, brother? Roll Tide. Dennis Collier in the chat today. Roll Tide, Bama family. I have a growing feeling that Bama is going to do better than most people think this year. They are now due for a national championship, number 19. It won't be long. I told y'all, Coach Kalen DeBoer is going to bring Alabama a national championship in the next 2 years. This year or next year, Coach Kalen DeBoer is going to bring Alabama a national damn championship. Watch what I tell you. Kimberly Harmon, what's going on? Kimberly Harmon, also a member of the Kangaroo Click. Roll Tide to Kimberly Harmon. Ja'Cory Williams, what's going on, brother? Roll Tide. J. Cole, another member of the Kangaroo Click, is in the building. God bless you. Jesus Christ be with you at all times. Everyone, Isaiah 43:2. When you pass through deep waters and rivers of difficulty, God will be with you and they will not overwhelm or drown you. That is the word of the day. Appreciate it, J. Cole. What it is, brother. My boy, Roll Tide and Rise Up in the building today. What's going on, Rise Up? Rise Up, also a member of the Kangaroo Click. Damn right. But anyways, I got you, Stephen Hicks. Anybody? Anitra, what's going on? Anitra, also a member of the Kangaroo Click. What's going on? Anitra, Roll Tide. Stacy, Go Dogs up in here. She's saying Go Dogs. Your real name, I done told you, Stacy. Go Bama. Nick Harden, what's going on? Nick Harden in the building. Nick Harden say he loves his Crimson Tide, and Nick Harden has been a member of the Kangaroo Click for 17 whole months. Shout out to Nick Harden for being a member of the Kangaroo Click for 17 months. Roll Tide. I got you, Anitra. Anybody? I'm sure there's some more in here. I'm sure it's quite a bit more. But anyway, I'm about to cut the roll call short, man. I'm gonna get on and talk about something, man. Boy, I tell you, I thought I saw a Miami fan with a mugshot trash talking. That's funny. I'm rolling over here. Man, damn Miami. That's all I'm gonna say about that, man. Hey, let the Miami fans do what they do, and we'll do what we do over here. That's all. That's all. More Young C. What's going on, Young C, man? What it is, man? Roll Tide, brother. The Danger Randy, Indiana fan up in the building. What's going on? Danger Randy. Trisky up in here. Roll Tide Trisky. Pamela Cole, another member of the Kangaroo Click. What's going on? Roll Tide. The Danger Randy, not a Bama fan, as I'm straight up IU, but the respect remains the same. Let's roll some damn Tide, baby. You Hey, say it again, Randy. And say it with your chest this time. And say it so the people in the back can hear it. Facts. Merle Williams, what's going on? Merle Williams, also a member of the Kangaroo Click. Roll Tide, DSGB 84 in the building. Roll Tide, DSGB. Let's see. Anybody else? I got you, Nick Saban Jr. My boy, what's going on? Matter of fact, Nick Saban Jr. Shout out to Nick Saban Jr.'s son, man. Nick Saban Jr. son, I believe he's going to be a sophomore this year. Last year, he played junior high football, and he got moved up to the varsity level, to the varsity team after the junior high season or the middle school season was over. He got moved up to the high school level. Now he will be right now on the second team. So he will be on the field in 2026. Nick Saban say they rotated a lot. So his son will be on the field. Central Phoenix City, a powerhouse program in the state of Alabama. Daggone work. Daggone right. Appreciate it, Nick Saban Jr. He said he at work, but he listening. Roll Tide. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Appreciate you for tuning in. Who else we got? I got you, J. Coles, Austin Allen, what it is, man. LOL, ain't going back and forth with no Miami fan. Win something first. You're damn right. They talking all this shit and they ain't want a damn thing, man. They want to. Man, let's forget Miami. That's all it is. It is what it is. When they win something, then they can talk. What's going on? Vols M4M coming in live from Rocket Top. Who else we got? I got you, LaQuasia, already. Anybody else? Anybody else? I got you, DSGB. DSGB 84 been a member for 20 months. Shout out to DSGB. I appreciate you, DSGB, for supporting the channel, supporting old Kangaroo Black and the Kangaroo Click. And by the way, if you ain't a member of the Kangaroo Click, make sure you go to that home page and hit that membership button, so you can become a member of the Kangaroo Click. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time I post and goes live. Somebody on TikTok say Alabama going 10-2. I beg to differ. At the end of the show, I'm a damn sure give y'all my it ain't gonna take long. I'm gonna give y'all my season prediction. Y'all probably already know what it is if you've been watching this channel long enough. Chapman family, what's going on? Roll Tide, rise up. What's going on, Chapman family? How you doing, man? How you doing? Anybody? Ephraim in the building. What's going on, Ephraim? Roll Tide, man. Roll Tide to everyone, everywhere. Exactly. Brandon Brock, what's going on? Roll Tide, brother. Anybody? Let's see. We've been MFR Jones. What's going on? MFR Jones. Say it again. 16-0. SEC champion. National champion. Say it again. Kimler Harmon, 12-0. 12-0. Undefeated. Regular season. Nick Harden, I'm going to get to my prediction. I appreciate that, KB. After his 9th grade season, he got moved up to varsity. And now he's a sophomore, second team right now. Don't worry. By the time he a junior, he going to be first team. He going to be first team. Nick Saban Jr. been putting in that work too, getting them right. Man, Nick Saban Jr. sent us a video, man. His son about to blow his damn chest out, man. Come on, man. Nick Saban Jr., you better stop letting that boy do you like that, man. Come on, man. You ain't gonna be in the hospital trying to breathe some damn well. So, but anyway, let's talk about Ryan Grubb, man. Key areas Alabama's offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb need to improve on. What do y'all think about that? I got a video waiting for this. But anyway, what's the key areas Ryan Grubb need to improve on in y'all opinion? Is it the play calling? Is it the scheme? What is the key areas that Ryan Grubb, Alabama's offensive coordinator, need to improve on? What is it? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Man, we got a few people on TikTok over here. As I said, if if you over here on TikTok and you ain't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go subscribe to the YouTube channel, because that's where most of my content gonna be. Especially during the season. I'll post little clips here and there on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get some followers up on TikTok. So KB gonna make it happen, because this is what I do. But anyway, running the ball. Every time I hear the name Grubb, I think of big. Hey, no, Stacey go dog. Don't do him like that. KB, Athlon Sports has Grubb ranked the #1 SEC offensive coordinator for 20. What? I need to get that article and fast. Hat on a hat and blocking road grade somebody. Yeah, we need to start putting hat on a hat, play some damn real football, because all these trick plays and stuff, not being able to get 3rd and 1, that is crazy. That is crazy. But hey, it is what it is. But anyway, some key areas. All right, key areas that Ryan Grubb can improve on. Where we at? Establish a constant run game. In 2025, the Crimson Tide finished 15th in the SEC in rushing yards per game. That is bottom of the barrel. Ain't but 16 teams in the SEC. You know what I'm saying? And we finish in 15th. That is bottom of the barrel. Got to do better than that. Anyway, establishing a solid run game was a goal that Ryan Grubb had coming into 2025. And after the way Alabama failed to run the ball last season, this goal needs to become a priority. Exactly. That should be the #1 priority. If the run didn't work initially in games last season, Grubb would abandon it and rely on the passing game to get the Crimson Tide over the hump. Sometimes this worked, but it is almost impossible to make a deep playoff run without a run game. Facts. Sometimes when it was working, he has still abandoned the run game. He need to stick with the run game. So, hey, it is what it is, man. He definitely needs to stick, especially when it's working, all right? An unbalanced offense that is pass heavy may not be the ideal situation for a quarterback that has not started a college football game yet. And it took time for Simpson to adjust last season. With Austin Mack and Keelan Russell competing to become a starter, Grubb need to find ways to balance out the amount of pass or run plays called and not put Mack or Russell into situations where they have to become superheroes. That is a fact. That's a fact. You put Ty Simpson in that situation too many times. Sometimes he delivered, sometimes he didn't. But Ty Simpson had no business being in that situation where he have to be the daggone hero week in and week out. I mean, damn. It is what it is. But anyway, Grubb spent one season with the Seattle Seahawks before getting fired and joining Alabama in the following months. And part of the reason Grubb was fired was because the lack of run game the Seahawks had. Fast forward to now, the Seahawks are in possession of another Super Bowl, and the pressure from the Crimson Tide fan base is only going to rise if the second-year coordinator fails to revive the Alabama running game. But I'm going to tell you right now, there have never been a point, as long as I've been an Alabama fan, and that's a long time, there has never been a point where Alabama just couldn't run the ball at all. There's never been a point, even when the SEC had 14 teams, Alabama wasn't at the bottom of the dang on barrel when it came to running the ball. Alabama offense is predicated on running the ball, dominating the trenches, and running the freaking ball. We got a stable of running backs, 4 and 5 stars, and can't run the dang on ball. Do y'all know last year, Alabama was only able to gain 1.6 yards before contact? What'd that tell you? offensive line, straight up terrible. And Ryan Grubb had been an offensive line coach before. And that's just a fact. It's crazy. So, hey, I think if someone is getting beat, we need to make early adjustments and not wait until an injury or a loss. Yeah, it was times that we was getting beat and we didn't adjust, especially, well, I ain't going to say with Ryan Grubb, but especially in Coach Kalen DeBoer's first year. But last year, with Ryan Grubb, he didn't adjust either. Ryan Grubb, I mean, he just go a one-dimensional offense ain't going to go far. And that's just a fact. You can't go far as a one-dimensional offense, not in this era of college football. Just letting you know. All right, another key era, rotating less on the offensive line. Alabama went a whole full season and didn't have a set five along the offensive line. They rotated the offensive line the whole season. Now I can understand you doing that on the defensive side of the ball. When we had Kirby as a defensive coordinator, he would rotate all the time. You can't do that on the offensive side of the ball. You got to have continuity along that offensive line in order for your offense to be successful. And your offense can't be successful if your offensive line is not successful. That's just a fact. That's a fact. But rotating less on the offensive line. The biggest issue that Alabama had last season was Alabama could not get movement up front. A new wave of offensive linemen joined the program and are ready to step up. I can't wait to see Race and Delgado. Anyway, the offensive line is going to have 4 new starters this season. Returning starter Michael Carroll took advantage of opportunities he's had thus far and showed he is capable of playing right guard or right tackle. But that depends on what Grubb decides to do with the combination of offensive linemen he puts on the field. Now, once again, I'm going to say it again, Michael Carroll, yeah, he got the most experience on this offensive line in this Alabama system, a Ryan Grubb system, but he only started 6 games last season. I just want to point that out. Only got 6 starts under his belt. So, and he's going to be the veteran on this offensive line as far as the offensive line. Grubb needs to focus on finding the best combination of offensive linemen and not seeing out an infinite number of starting combinations throughout the season. Former Alabama quarterback A.J. McCarron was vocal on an episode of The Dynasty, a podcast on Alabama Crimson Tide. Yes. We need to find the best 5. Best combination, man. What's going on, Uncle Lou? Uncle Lou say, Bama down bad, but we still beating up on your Georgia Bulldogs. I know y'all got us the last time. I know you got us the last time, but Uncle Lou, can you say your Georgia Bulldogs going to come to Tuscaloosa and beat my Alabama Crimson Tide, even though y'all beat us, 28-7 last year? Can you confidently say that y'all can come on, that y'all can come to Tuscaloosa and beat Alabama? Because I most definitely said it with confidence that Alabama was going to Sanford Stadium last season and beat your Georgia Bulldogs, and they did it. So I'm just saying. But hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, Uncle Lou, man. But we ain't down too bad. I'm pretty confident going into this season as I am every season. But Ryan Grubb need to find the best 5 players for this offensive line in 2026. We can't be doing all this rotating, man. Only time we need to rotate on the offensive line is to give the starter a daggone rest from time to time, or if somebody get hurt. That's the only damn reason. Come on now. But anyway, head coach Kalen DeBoer mentioned this spring that Alabama does not want to fall into a trap where you're moving guys around and affecting chemistry and continuity. And I agree wholeheartedly with Coach Kalen DeBoer. That's a fact, man. Wholeheartedly. I'm going to say once again, if you on TikTok, make sure you go over to my YouTube page and subscribe to my YouTube page, because that's where most of my content will be. But I would like to say during the 2026 season, I might do some watch parties on TikTok, but it'll be on YouTube too, because I ain't leaving YouTube for nothing. But anyway, it is what it is. But I appreciate you guys over here on TikTok also. Look like we got about 64, 65 on TikTok right now. So hey, appreciate y'all too. But keep it moving, man. And what else? Getting Ryan Coleman Williams the ball in space. Get Ryan Coleman Williams the ball in space. If Ryan Coleman can live up to the billing, I'll agree with that. He definitely can't have a season like he had last season. He definitely can't do that. So hey, it is what it is. He definitely can't do that. GTA, if you're Bama AD, if you were Bama AD, who would you fire? KD today? No, I wouldn't fire Coach Kalen DeBoer. I think Coach Kalen DeBoer is a damn good. I think Coach Kalen DeBoer is a damn good head coach. I mean, yeah, the man lost 4 games the previous 2 years, his first 2 years at Alabama. But guess what? You got several other coaches that turn out to be great head coaches, but when they get to a new program, they lose games. That's a fact. You had Nick Saban to lose what? 6 his first year? I think he went 7-6 his first year. You had Kirby Smart to lose 5 his first year. I mean, you had several coaches, head coaches, that end up winning national championships and things like that. Lose 4, 5, 6 games they first or second year in the program. You look at what Mario Cristobal at now. This man went 5-6 or 6-5 his first year and then went 7-5. So come on now. The only reason y'all look at Coach Kalen DeBoer the way he is because he's the head coach of my Alabama Crimson Tide. That's the only reason y'all look at him that way. And that's a fact. KB Kane Womack can't do that 3-down lineman defensive package this season. I don't like that either. I don't like that 3-down lineman. I hate that. I mean, especially when you got a 3rd down and 2 and you going with 3 down. I don't even like it on 3rd down in 12 and 3rd down and 15. I don't like it then either. If it's 3rd down and 15, I'm going to try to get some type of pressure on the quarterback to move him off his spot. I'm going to try to affect the quarterback. I'm not going to let him stand back there all day because the secondary only can cover for so long. That's just a fact, man. That's just a fact, man. Triple B says, War Eagle, man, if you don't get out of here with them War Eagles, hey, your worst mistake was firing Gus Malzahn. That's all I'm going to say about that. Your worst mistake was firing Gus Malzahn. No Mercy Crew still wishes nothing but the absolute worst for everybody except Alabama. And guess what? That's a fact. That's a fact. I wish the worst on every college football team except my Alabama Crimson Tide. Every one of you. And I would like to reiterate, I am no SEC fan. I don't care about nobody in the SEC but my Alabama Crimson Tide. That's all I care about. So if Alabama ain't in it and another SEC team in it, I probably won't be rooting for that SEC team unless you're playing Miami or somebody like that. That's about it. That's about it. If Kirby don't make the playoff this season, they going to tell him, thanks for everything. Man, if Kirby don't make the playoff, boy, them Georgia fans is going to be something crazy, man. I'm telling you that now. They going to be something crazy. It ain't going to be good if they don't make the playoff. I'm going to tell you that now. But back to Ryan Grubb. Ryan Grubb got to get Ryan Williams Coleman the ball in space. Coleman Williams is one of the most talented wide receivers in college football today. And even though he dropped a few crucial deep balls last season, he still showed that he can make people miss in space. I don't understand how he be dropping some of these damn balls, but hopefully he got that fixed this offseason. Hopefully. But if you get him in space, most likely the defender gonna miss unless it's 2 or 3 of them. But anyway, in 2025, Grubb did a decent job of designing plays for Coleman Williams to get the ball in space, but he went away from Coleman Williams in the second half of crucial games. Yeah, because he was dropping the damn ball. You're gonna go to your most reliable receiver, which was Jeremy Bernard at the time. Lotzil Brooks. I got the utmost confidence in Lotzil Brooks. I look at Lotzil Brooks like another Jalen Waddle. Might not be as good, but Lotzil Brooks going to be a hell of a wide receiver for Alabama. I'm telling you that now. But anyway, the junior wide receiver is set to take on a big role in this Alabama wide receiver room, and Grubb needs to get all he can out of Coleman Williams if Alabama is going to get back to the college football playoff. But Coleman Williams got to catch the ball. Even last year, there were some games where he used his hands to catch the ball, but most of the time he's cradling the ball. You got to use your hand. In order to be a great wide receiver, you got to be able to catch with your hands. That is a fact. Anyway, use the SEC game, for example. Grubb called 2 plays designed for Coleman Williams to catch the ball quickly in the flat and do his thing. Those 2 quick plays resulted in Alabama's highest gaining plays of the afternoon as the shifted receiver dodged Georgia's defender and racked up extra yards after the catch. These plays occurred in the first half, and Coleman Williams did not touch the football again until the fourth quarter. He went the entire third quarter without a target. Now, that just can't happen, especially if you look at him as one of your best wide receivers. That's a fact. But anyway, I think all the guys going to get some catches this season. I know Lotzil Brooks going to get catches. I know Ryan Coleman Williams going to get catches. You're going to see some Derek Meadows get catches. You're going to see Sadarian Morgan, true freshman, get catches. Who's going to be that number 1 wide receiver for Alabama this season? Who do y'all think? Who's going to be that number 1 wide receiver? It's hard for me to say. It's hard to say who's going to be the number 1 wide receiver. And we got several other guys on the sideline who could catch that ball. ATL Bray say definitely not Ryan. Draco say Brooks. Rob say Sadarian. So, hey, it's going to be hard. I don't think Sadarian Morgan going to be the number 1 wide receiver, being that he's a true freshman. He got to come in, put his head down, and go to work in order for that to happen. And that's a fact. Now, he's a big body wide receiver. I think he can do great things, and I think we'll see him on the field in several key moments also. Just me. Prediction for the UGA game. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that before this show over. I got one more thing I want to talk about after this, and then I'm gonna get to my preview for Alabama, which I already did a video on. So if you're on TikTok and you want to go watch that video, go to YouTube and watch my Alabama 22-6 season prediction. You'll see what I said about Georgia, but I'm gonna go over it again. But anyway, that's about it, man. Using creative plays when the time is right. This is the 4th thing Ryan Grubb need to do. I'm going to just say this. Ryan Grubb do need to be creative, because Ryan Grubb, he's too predictable. And that's just a fact. Ryan Grubb is too predictable. You look at 3rd and 1. What was going to happen? Jeremy Bernard, jet sweep. Time after time after time. You got 3rd and 1, and you can't give it to a running back and expect to pick it up. Yeah, you just can't. I appreciate that, Big Dog Brett, man. I appreciate the compliment, brother. And if you ain't went to Big Dog Brett channel, go subscribe to Big Dog Brett on YouTube. He is a diehard Georgia Bulldog fan, and he like trolling me for some reason. I'll just be telling the truth when I talk about his dogs. That's all. But appreciate it, Big Dog Brett. But Ryan Grubb, he do need to get more creative. As I was saying, you got 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. You can't even get it to a running back and expect to pick it up. That's crazy. But that also goes to show you your deficiencies on the offensive line. That's what was happening last year. 3rd and 1, trick play. Anything but give it to a damn running back. It's crazy. And then when you have 3rd and 5, you decide to pass the ball. Why the hell is all the routes freaking 10 to 15 yards? You got 3rd and 5 and every wide receiver downfield 10, 15, 20 fucking yards. Why? You even got your tight end 10 yards down the field. You don't need but 5 freaking yards. Or 3rd and 3, you want to throw the ball. Everybody 10, 15 yards down the field. That is crazy to me. But hey, it is what it is, man. Ryan Grubb just need to be more creative on the offensive side of the ball. Because a lot of times last season, the defense knew what was coming. They knew what was coming. And that's just fact, man. That's just fact. But anyway, those are the things Ryan Grubb need to damn do. Get creative. Get Ryan Coleman Williams the ball in space. Stop rotating the offensive line so damn much. And establish a consistent running game. Young boy killer. I don't give a damn about no recruiting class in the month of June, July, or August. I don't care. It's too look. 2027 is especially the season for 2027. That's too far off. I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on 2026, the season of 2026. I worry about 2027 after the 2026 season. I'll start worrying about 2027 in February of next year. Probably won't worry about that. Worry about them until like March, April, some damn time. But you talking about damn recruiting. I don't care. I do not care where Alabama's 2027 recruiting class is right now. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna recognize the daggone football players that's part of the 2027 recruiting class for Alabama. I don't give a damn about no rankings. What was Indiana's recruiting class last year? Didn't they win the national championship? I believe so. Come on, man. Y'all sitting here talking about some damn recruiting. 2027 recruiting in June and July of daggone 2026. And the fact of the matter is 2027 class, recruiting class can't do shit for you in 2026. 2027 class, most of them ain't even going to be on the field in 2027. Come on, man. Make it make sense. Alabama ain't the program to come to if you want $3-4 million off the bat, even $1 million or $2 million. You ain't finna get that off the bat. We leave that up to the other programs. And then a lot of these players, highly rated players or highly recruited players, they getting these millions of dollars for from these programs. I ain't stepped foot on the field. Just cause you a 4 and 5 star in high school don't mean it's gonna translate over to college. That's all I'm saying. It ain't gonna translate all. Now, for some recruits, it will, but for some of them, it won't. And that's just a fact. It is what it is. They ain't did nothing. But other programs want to go out there and get these guys these lucrative NIL deals. If you want that at Alabama, you ain't going to get it. You got to perform on the field first. Plain and simple. LSU going to whoop us in what world? How many wins in a row? We 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6 years in a row we done beat up on LSU. And before that, it was 7 years in a row. Then you got lucky in 2019, the best team you ever fielded, basically. And you barely got a win with that. And you talking about beating Alabama? Man, shut up. Oh, yeah, we did lose in 2022. Brian Kelly's first year. I think y'all had Jaden Daniels then and barely got away. I think we went in overtime and y'all won by like 3 points or a point or something. But anyway, ain't nobody scared. Alabama ain't scared of LSU. Man, we done went to that stadium so much and won that it ain't even funny. LSU is an afterthought. That's all. LSU is an afterthought. Man, come on, man. The GOAT Nick Saban is the best thing that ever happened to LSU. And LSU was so garbage. Well, I'm going to say Baton Rouge was so garbage. Nick Saban couldn't stand the place. He was only able to stay 3 or 4 years before he had to get up out of there. And even then, that short amount of time, he brought you a national championship. Once again, thank Nick Saban, LSU. But hey, it is what it is. But I was talking about Ryan Grubb. Let's talk about Adrian Clem. You won 2 after who left? Nick Saban, yeah, you won one with Les Miles, and you won one with Ed Ogeron. Good job. You won 2 national championships. In how many years? I'm asking you that again. You won 2 national championships in how many years? Come on now. I don't know what these LSU fans thinking about. Come on now. Miami played in the national championship just to lose in their stadium. And you got yourself drunk. It's bad to lose a national championship game in your own stadium. It is bad. It is bad. We're not losing at home against Georgia and Texas A&M. We might lose one, but we ain't gonna lose both, especially at home. Come on now. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. That's just crazy, man. I guess the Miami fans say they just played for a natty. Yeah, you just lost. You just lost too. You just lost. Schedule Miami whenever you want. To Canes ain't never ran from a fight. Y'all always telling folks to schedule Miami. Why Miami ain't scheduling nobody? Why Miami is scheduling these easy schedule? Why Miami over there playing Bethune-Cookman? Huh? Why Miami over there doing that? Make it make sense. It's a reason why SMU and Louisville ain't on your schedule. You can't beat them. Come on, man. Somebody, y'all ain't never run from a fight. You ain't never ran to one either. Come on now, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Cousin Maddox, Adrian Clem has a lot to prove this year. We recently talked with Stafford Willis. Hold on, let's chat moving. 2027 commit, and he was telling us Clem is a very intense coach, not afraid to get on someone when they doing wrong. That's what we need. That's a fact, Cousin Maddox. That's what we need. We need head coaches to hold these players accountable. Well, not head coaches, but position coaches, assistant coaches. We need them to hold these daggone players accountable. And if the coach, the assistant coach, position coach ain't holding the players accountable, the coordinators need to hold those coaches accountable. Facts. And if coordinators ain't accountable, that's when daggone Kalen DeBoer come in and hold them accountable. Daggone rank structure. Alabama, hey, appreciate it, Who's Your Rock. Appreciate the $5 super chat, Who's Your Rock. He says, Alabama schedule breakdown video was really good today. I sure appreciate it. You say we're going 11-1? I'll take that. I'll take that. 11-1. I'll definitely take that. But appreciate the $5 super chat, brother. Who's Your Rock coming straight out of Indiana. But yeah, let's talk about Adrian Clem. 4 categories that will define Adrian Clem rebuild of Alabama's offensive line. The first category, yards before contact. Can Clem create running lanes? Can he get these guys along the offensive line to create running lanes, man? As I said, in 2025, the Crimson Tide averaged just 1.6 yards before contact per rushing attempt. A number that exposed one of the biggest issues on the former offensive line coach Chris Captain. That's why he got fired. Too often, running backs were forced to create yards after contact just to keep plays alive because the unit struggled too consistently to generate movement at the point of contact. Exactly. Anytime your running backs don't get but 1.6 yards per carry before contact, you got a problem. You got a problem. You ain't physical. You ain't dominating nobody. You're getting pushed around. That's what you're doing. Getting pushed around. Improving Alabama's yards before contact will be one of the clearest indicators that the offensive line is trending in the right direction. It will show the Crimson Tide is winning the battle up front, allowing the entire offense to operate with balance again. Because if your offensive line is not capable of pushing people around, dominating the trenches at times, then your offense just ain't going to work. Everything runs through that offensive line. And that's a fact. What's going on, Danny boy? And that is a fact. So we just got to do it. You're right, Cousin Maddox. Do your damn job, coach. That's all you got to do. That's what you get paid for. Do your job. Exactly. Oh, man, don't do it like that. That Bama is about to fall off the cliff. Michigan broke them. Oh, Lord. You can't possibly believe that. Michigan broke us? Well, if Michigan broke Alabama, why did Michigan want Alabama's head coach? That's what I want to know. Why did Michigan want Coach Kalen DeBoer if they broke Alabama? Coach Kalen DeBoer said, y'all too trash for him to be over there. He like winners. Man, you done lost your mind. He like winners, man. You done lost your mind. But anyway, Coach Kalen DeBoer didn't want to come over there to y'all bums. Man, talking about Michigan broke us. Of course, shit. According to all of these fan bases, you got Michigan, they broke us. Georgia broke us. At one time, Auburn fans were saying they broke us. Make it make sense. LSU fans were saying they broke us. Well, every time, Alabama always come back. And that's for real. That's for real. This man said SEC is pretty much trash in the modern era. I mean, as you say the SEC is trash. Well, why is it the SEC getting more teams in the playoff than everybody else? The SEC had Alabama in the playoffs, Ole Miss in the playoffs. Who else was in the playoffs? Alabama, Ole Miss. It was another SEC. Georgia in the playoffs. Was it anybody else? Yep. Oklahoma in the playoffs. So come on, man. Yeah, we got curb stomp in the playoffs. That's fine. That's cool. The man say, y'all always got an excuse, playoff bias. But anyway, yeah, we got curb stomped in the playoff. I will agree with you with that by Indiana. But you got to look at it. Indiana beat every team they played. Yeah, they curb stomped us. But guess what? They beat other teams worse than they beat us. Oregon was supposed to be a pretty good daggone team. They blew Oregon out. Not like they blew us out, though. But they blew Oregon out. Ain't nobody talking about how they blew Oregon out. It's on Alabama. And the reason why y'all like to point out everything about Alabama is because that is Alabama. The success that Alabama has had. Since 1925, you can't name one 20-year span that Alabama didn't win a national championship. One 20-year span. If you can, let me know. If you can, let me know. But anyway, we got to, Clem got to create running lanes. Then his offensive line got to create running lanes. Getting 1.6 yards, 1.6 yards before contact, that just ain't gonna make it. The running back shouldn't have to create their own daggone space. And that's just the fact. They shouldn't have to create their own space. All right, stuff rate. Can Clem eliminate negative plays, sacks, tackles for loss? Come on now. Stuff rate measures the percentage of rushing attempts that are stopped at or behind the line of scrimmage. And in 25, it was one of the biggest indicators of Alabama's struggles up front. Alabama was 109th, ranked 109th nationally in stuff rate. That means negative yards or no yards. Terrible. What do that tell you about our offensive line? Lord have mercy. This struggle showed how frequently opposing defense were able to disrupt the Russian attack before it had a chance to develop. Improving this number will be about consistently. The offensive line doesn't need every snap to become an explosive play. It needs to prevent the defenses from consistently cheating pre-snap. Facts. Come on now. Don't be daggone last year's offensive line was possibly, I'm gonna say it had to be one of the worst offensive line I've seen in a long, long time. And I really hope that improves, because last year's offensive line, that offensive line was worse than 2024's offensive line. And maybe it was because of Jalen Miro. I don't know, but I think it was worse. I have never seen a 2-year span where our running backs just can't run the ball. In the 2-year span that the offensive line was bad as it was last year, even though we was having offensive line issues with Nick Saban also. But hey, and you dang on right, LaQuisha, and we still won a playoff game. Georgia fans can't say that. And we still won a playoff game. Unknown to her say we're going to be straight this year. I hope so. I really hope so. Man, I hope so. Have mercy. But anyway, man, it was terrible, man. It was terrible. Short yardage. Can Clem make Alabama physical again? I just talked about that, man. Can we pick up 1 yard when we need it on 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1? Can we get it? We love to go for it on 4th down. Can we run the ball on 4th and 1 or 4th and 2? Can the offensive line hold up and protect long enough for the play to work, or for the quarterback to go through his daggone reads and find the open receiver? If the number one option is not there, are they going to make the quarterback have to force the ball? Come on, man. Make it make sense, man. Matter of fact, on a short yardage conversion rate in 2025, Alabama conversion rate fell to 46.7% from an 80% success rate in 2024. From an 80% success rate, you fell all the way down to 46.7%. That's a steep damn drop. Now, I know Jalen Miro had a lot to do with that, but that ain't the daggone point. You shouldn't fall from 80% to basically 47%. That's crazy. That's just crazy. But oh well. KB, what do you want to see early in the season from the O-line coach? Man, what I want to see from the O-line is them dominating the trenches, open up running game, running lanes, giving the quarterback time to grow, as I just said, to go through his reads. If the first option ain't there, move to your second, third, and if you got a fourth option, have time to go to him too. That's what I want. I want to see this offensive line open up these running lanes where these running backs can get 4.5 to 5 yards of carry, or at least 3.5 to 4 yards of carry. Come on, man. I would like to see this offense go from 1st and 10 to 2nd and 4 or less. That's what I would like to see. That's what I would like to see. And that's a fact. Our O-line doesn't look good on paper. They don't look good on paper. What you mean they don't look good on paper? I mean, yeah, we got only one starter that done been in the system, but we got several guys we got Racing Delgado. I think Racing Delgado is going to be a hell of an offensive lineman for us. I think Javen James coming from Mississippi State is very capable. Jackson Lloyd, I don't know what to expect out of Jackson Lloyd. But they got confidence in him. This staff got confidence in him. Hell, I mean, in Michael Waldrop, we don't know what to expect, really. But I got confidence in Racing Delgado. I got confidence in Michael Carroll. As I said, I think Javen James is going to pan out pretty good for us. That's just what I think. I mean, I could be wrong. We could see more of what we saw last season. I don't know. But I'm just saying. But hopefully we'll be all right. Hopefully we'll be all right. But we definitely got to be able to pick up the, be successful in these short yardage situations. I don't want to see, look, Ryan Grubb, I don't want to see no damn trick plays. This man will call a trick play in the second quarter. You just don't need it. I don't want to see no damn jet sweep on freaking 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1. Put a hat on a hat and play some damn ball. Show the offensive line you got some confidence in them. That's what I want to see. I'm just saying, I think Drake Kirkpatrick Jr. is going to hit hard. Man, I want to see him on the field a lot more. I know he got suspended last year. I'm glad. Hey, he took his punishment. He didn't run. He didn't run like a lot of these young recruits do. He messed up. He took his punishment, got suspended for the entire season. What was that, like 6 games? 5 or 6 games? And decided not to transfer. Came on back. That's the Alabama mindset. You mess up, you take your punishment, and you keep working and get better till you get back on the field. A lot of players would have transferred going through that situation. But that just shows his mindset. Of course, I'm pretty sure his dad had something to do with that too. But Ephraim been a member for 11 months. Appreciate you, Ephraim, for supporting the Kangaroo Click, OKB, and the Kangaroo Click. As I said, y'all give Ephraim a shout out for being a member for 11 entire months. Appreciate it. Who's Rock? I'm an Indiana fan, but KB has the best college football show on YouTube. Very informative and entertaining. I appreciate that. Who's your Rock? I appreciate it, brother. Transfer portal for softies. Well, you can say that, but in certain situations, I agree with the transfer portal. Like if players they get committed, I mean they sign with a team and it just don't work out. You've been standing on the sideline for 2 or 3 years. It's time to go, man. In those situations, I understand. But if you transfer them because they ain't giving you the money you want, I don't agree with that. That's just me. You sign a contract, stick to your contract. Or if you get mad at a coach, the coach cussed you out, transferring, I don't agree with that. No. But if you've been on a team and you've been on it, you say you come in a 3-star, 4-star, even 5-star, you just can't get on the field. You standing there 2-3 years behind somebody else, it's time to go. Here you got guys coming in after you, they starting over you. It's time to go. So Miami fans can talk trash anyway. Can't talk trash anyway because Alabama did something they couldn't do over 24 years, and that's win a conference championship and 18. Man, yeah, Miami can't win no conference championship. I mean, you got a 7-5 conference championship. I just don't know. I don't know. Can I buy one of your jerseys? No, you can't buy my damn jersey, Landon. Why would you ask me that? Come on, man. KB, what's your take on the upcoming season? I'm going to get to that in about 5 minutes. In about 5 minutes, man. All right, the last one for Adrian Clem. Can Clem protect the quarterback? Had issues with that too last year. Ty Simpson was got so beat up. At least that's what they were saying at the end of the season. Man, that almost broke his back. But he was getting hit a lot last season. I mean, a hell of a lot. So, yeah, we got to protect the quarterback. That's a fact, man. Alabama allowed 32 sacks last year and 183 quarterback pressures, ranking last in the SEC. When have you known an Alabama offensive line to rank last in anything in the conference? You haven't until now. That's a fact, man. That's a fact. Ty Simpson was frequently pressured, facing an average up to 49 total defensive pressures against top conference defenses, including a 16.3 pressure to sack rate. That ain't good. That ain't good. That's not good. So, hey, this offensive line they got to do a dang 360-degree turnaround, not a 180, 360, all the way around. And Adrian Clem is tasked with that. So, It is what it is. It be that way sometimes. You just got to go to work. Got to go to work. Jet sweepstakes is when the ball and the ball to a running back while he's in motion. Running back, wide receiver, whatever. But hey, now for the fun part, let's get into my season prediction for my Alabama Crimson Tide, in which I already did this today. It's going to be something similar. All right. So if y'all listening, this right here is my prediction for my Alabama Crimson Tide 2026 season. And y'all listen to me, and y'all listen to me good. The live on TikTok is about to end in about, hold on. Right there. But anyway, I think this live on TikTok about to end in about 5 minutes. But anyway, listen to me good about my Alabama Crimson Tides 2026 season. So here we go. And this is similar to the video. All right. Eastern Carolina, September the 5th. This is a home game for my Alabama Crimson Tide. Win, easy win. Don't even got to talk about that. Saturday, September 12th, Alabama got to go on the road to face these Kentucky Wildcats. Kentucky got a first-year head coach, a first-year starting quarterback. They say this head coach is pretty good at calling plays. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what Kentucky got. They ain't going to be able to compete with my Alabama Crimson Tide. Now, not Ryan Grubb, but Kalen DeBoer is known for losing games that he shouldn't lose. But Coach Kalen DeBoer got something to prove this year, and he know it. Ryan Grubb got something to prove, and he know it. This whole staff got something to prove, and they know it. And this team got something to prove. Oh, this disrespect they've been taking, and I just don't think Kentucky got the horses to compete with my Alabama Crimson Tide, and definitely not beat my Alabama Crimson Tide. And that is a fact. That's a fact. All right, here we go. Yeah, y'all can come on. If this TikTok live ends, y'all come on over to YouTube and finish getting my prediction for my Alabama Crimson Tide. That's a fact. But we gonna beat Kentucky, and that's real. And that's real. And while y'all when y'all come from TikTok, make sure y'all subscribe on YouTube. But we gonna beat Kentucky. All right, September 19th, we got them Florida State Seminoles coming to Tuscaloosa. Y'all know what they did to us last year when we went up to Tallahassee. They beat the brakes off us, beat us by double digits, 14 points. Thomas Castellanos talking all that trash. He backed it up. Mike Norvell resurrected his career for a minute, only for a minute. But like I said, they sold to beat my Alabama Crimson Tide. Because after they beat Alabama, they season went downhill. They only won 2 more games after. No, they on what? After they beat, Alabama was the first game. I think they won 5 games last season. So they won 4 more games after they beat Alabama. But I think they will beat Alabama, won the next 2 or 3, and then it just went straight downhill. But anyway, Florida State, they got some guys over. They got their quarterback from Auburn. I like him. They got some capable wide receivers and everything. All right, but they ain't gonna be able to beat my Alabama Crimson Tide. Coach Kalen DeBoer don't lose to the same team 2 years in a row unless your name Oklahoma. But he done reversed those Oklahoma losses. Okay, by putting them out of the playoff, that counts as 2 wins to me over Oklahoma. But anyway, Alabama beats Florida State. Then September 26th, we got South Carolina coming to Tuscaloosa. They bringing back their quarterback Lenora Sellers. I think they bringing back their running back. They got some capable wide receivers out the transfer portal too. All right. South Carolina, I don't think they're going to be a bad team. I think they're going to have a pretty good defense. But guess what? And South Carolina played us tough for the past 2 years, I believe. But this is in Tuscaloosa, and I know the last time they went to Tuscaloosa, it was close. I think we got a 2-point win or something like that. But I tell you what, we're going to beat them by double digits in Tuscaloosa. I just want y'all to know that. So y'all liking my prediction so far? I'm just wondering, y'all liking my prediction so far? Right now we 4-0. Right now we 4-0. Then We go on the road to Mississippi State. I'm just summing this up. We go to Mississippi State to take on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. No worries. No worries. They say Mississippi State's supposed to be improved this year. Yeah, I gotta see it to believe it. It's Mississippi State. They've been bottom of the barrel since Dan Mullen divorced them. I'm just saying. So yeah. We gonna beat Mississippi State. Oh, but the next week, October the 10th, we got them Georgia Bulldogs coming to town, and this is where I got to slow down. Okay, we got them Georgia Bulldogs coming to town. Man, the only reason y'all won like that was Ty had a fracture. Oh, you talking about Indiana? Yeah, they say Ty Simpson was messed up. But Georgia Bulldogs coming to town. They coming with old Gunnar Stockton, Nate Fraser, Chauncey Bowen. Who else? I don't know anybody else on that offense. They got a wide receiver from Georgia Tech or somebody. They got a transfer wide receiver. They got Talon. He's supposed to be a pretty good wide receiver. They got a couple of guys from last year coming back. Yeah, they got a couple of guys from last year coming back. Who else they got on that offense? I think they're going to have a pretty good offensive line. They got a lot of players coming back. They got a lot of players on that defense coming back too. But I think that Georgia's issue on defense is always their secondary. Now, I know they front seven ain't been what it was in 21 and 22, but it's always seemed to me it's always a secondary that's the weak link. But they got some playmakers in the secondary too, like Ellis and KJ Bolden. KJ Bolden ain't what I thought he would be. But anyway, so for these Georgia Bulldogs, but can this defense stop my offense, especially my wide receiver core? And I don't care if Keelan Russell or Austin Mack. Both of those guys are capable of taking Alabama to a win over those Georgia Bulldogs. But I'm going to tell you right now, Georgia is coming into Bryant-Denny with a mission. They going to be thinking about how Alabama came to daggone Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium last year and ended their home game win streak. They're going to be thinking about that. I can guarantee you. And they gonna want nothing more to come into Tuscaloosa and beat my Alabama Crimson Tide. I can guarantee you that. Simply because we ended that home game win streak. We went in the damn Sanford Stadium at night and beat their ass. We did that. They got us back in the SEC championship royally. I'll just say that. They did that. But that still don't negate the fact that we went into daggone Sanford Stadium at night and beat them. There was not a Georgia fan in the state of Georgia or across the country who thought Alabama was going to go into Athens that night and beat them Bulldogs. But I told them, you better learn to listen to me. But hey, it is what it is. But that's what we did. So they want to come to Tuscaloosa and prove that they can beat Alabama in Tuscaloosa. So, hey, motivated, dedicated, you can say 28-7, -3 yards. That still don't negate the fact we ended your three-peat hopes. We did that. First what thing we did was we ended your win streak at 30 games or some shit like that. Then we ended your three-peat. Then we ended your home game winning streak. What else we got in? I mean, dang. Come on now. You're 2-10 against Alabama right now. Come on now. Or 3-10, whatever it is. Kirby Smart, 1-2 against Kalen DeBoer. Come on, man. Yeah, y'all get a win, every 3 or 4 years? Huh? I'm just asking. But hey, it is what it is. But they gonna want, but I'm gonna tell you right now. For Georgia, I'm saying that's a toss-up game. 50-50 either way. Either team can win 50-50. But you know what? If it's 50-50 and I got to choose, give me Alabama for the win. Chalk up another dub October the 10th in Tuscaloosa against them Georgia Bulldogs. Come on now. Make it make sense. So, hey, it is. Give me another win. Oh, I remember 33-18 too, motivated, dedicated. Do you remember we beat y'all 2 times in a row by the same score of 41? What was it? 41-24? I remember that. 2 years in a dang row, or 2 times in a row. You remember us beating you for 4 SEC championships? You remember them? And a national championship? Huh? Come on now, make it make sense. But anyway, it is what it is. Kalen DeBoer did something a lot of coaches couldn't do, and that's come to Athens and tap that ass. But anyway, moving on from Georgia. Georgia's a win. Tennessee, we got to go on the road to Knoxville, Tennessee. We done lost the last 2 games in Knoxville. But I just think Tennessee gonna be hurting this year. Tennessee, first year starting quarterback, just like us, but they do got Deshaun Bishop coming back. He ran for over 1,000 yards last season. I think Deshaun Bishop, he's going to be the catalyst for that offense. But they bringing back 2 wide receivers from last season. What's those guys' name? I forgot. But anyway, they coming back. Two pretty good wide receivers. Mike Matthews and Braylon Staley. They coming back. So they got them coming back. But that defense at Tennessee, I just don't know what to make of they defensive prowess. I just don't know. SEC going to win a playoff game this year other than against other SEC teams. I hope so. Well, Ole Miss won a playoff. They beat Georgia and somebody else, so they won a playoff game against somebody other than a SEC team. But anyway, Tennessee, man, they got some guys coming back offensively. They always have a pretty good offensive line. It's just their defense that scared me for us, Tennessee. So chalk up another win for my Alabama Crimson Tide. Texas A&M Aggies. They got their quarterback coming back. I like their quarterback, even though he interception prone. Marcel Reed, I believe that's his name. This man ran for over 1,000 yards last season and about 16 touchdowns. So he's a true dual threat quarterback. They got a transfer wide receiver from my Alabama Crimson Tide, Isaiah Horton. Plus, they got another couple of receivers over there that's pretty daggone good. Texas A&M, they going to field a good defense. I can tell you that right now. Texas A&M going to field a good defense. Old Mike Elko turned that team around pretty good daggone turn around, man. Jennifer Stovall, appreciate the $10 super chat. Roll Tide Kangaroo Click, what's up? I'm ready for the season to start. I am too. And that is a fact. We all ready, Jennifer Stovall, but appreciate your support and appreciate the $10 super chat. But yeah, Texas A&M, they oh man, this game, they got to come to Tuscaloosa. That's good. They beat us in Tuscaloosa before, but that was under a different regime with Johnny Manziel. All right, so I don't think that's going to happen this year, but I think Texas A&M going to have a pretty good season, but I don't think their season going to be like it was last season. I think they're going to fall off a little bit. They won what? They went 11-1 last year. I give them 9-3 this year, and one of them losses going to be to my Alabama Crimson Tide. Chalk up another dub for my Alabama Crimson Tide. Then we have a bye week, November 7th, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I'm not Tuscaloosa, y'all. We go to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. LSU. Boy, them fans are so excited. LSU fans are so excited. But I don't give a damn. I'm here to spoil their damn party. I know you got Lane Kiffin, but Lane Kiffin can't get out his own damn way. Marcel Reed can't play against elite secondaries. Give me Alabama since Marcel Reed he do love turning the ball over. I think that was it South Carolina that got 6 interceptions off him, and they still won the game, though, but that was crazy. But he better not throw it big play Zay way. Yeah, I think Bray Hubbard will have him an interception. Probably Keon Sabb, too. I get Dejon Lee one. Sure will. But anyway, but yeah, Marcel Reed, man. Yeah, he like throwing interceptions, turn the ball over. But give me a win on that. LSU Tigers. We go to Baton Rouge, another home game, but Alabama don't seem to have any issues winning in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, in their so-called Death Valley. You know, I picked them to lose against Clemson too. But anyway, they got old Sam Levitt, old broke foot. We're gonna see how that foot hold up. throughout the season. They might have a damn backup by the time they get to us. But anyway, they got a running back, freaking Caden Durham. He's a pretty good damn running back, but he ain't even projected to be the starter. I think he'll be the starter by the time season get here. But he a pretty good running back, Caden Durham is. Wide receiver wise, I gotta look. All three of the receivers are transfers, but I know two of them damn good wide receivers, man. So I think they're gonna have a pretty good wide receiver core. I think they'll have a decent offensive line. Once again, just like Tennessee, LSU defense. That's what gives me confidence. That's what gives me confidence. I had an LSU fan talking trash to me, telling me about some safety they got over there, that he had about 75 tackles and 2 interceptions or something like that. I give that KB Lane Kiffin and LSU trash. Hey, I ain't saying they trash. But I am saying they ain't gonna beat Alabama. Speaking facts, KB, Alabama will be undefeated in the regular season, 12-0 win, the SEC playoff, and national champ. I hope so. Did somebody say we going 7-5? You don't believe that bullshit. Come on, man. Make it make sense. Terrence Smith, appreciate the $5 super chat. Hey, KB, you think our defense will be able to stop a running quarterback? I hope so. I hope so, because Marcel Reed is damn sure a running quarterback. So, hey, and Byron Bonham, because he at Auburn, or Byron Brown. But Terrence Smith, I appreciate the $5 super chat, brother. But LSU fan telling me, we had a safety to have 75 tackles and 2 or 3 innings and whatever. To me, if a safety got 75 tackles, that's telling me the guys up front ain't doing their damn job. Because by the time you get to the safety, you at the 3rd level, unless he coming downhill. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I don't claim to know everything, but I could be wrong. Motivated, dedicated, we going 75. You don't believe that shit either. I tell you what, Georgia go 7-5 before Alabama go 7-5. I can tell you that right now. So it is what it is. I think if Keelan starts, the Russian attack could have shades of Miro versus LSU. Hey, that's a fact. Miro ran for 5. Miro scored 5 touchdowns on them bums. He scored 5 touchdowns on them bums. But anyway, chalk up a win for my Alabama Crimson Tide down there in Baton Rouge over those LSU Tigers. November 14th, we go on the road again, 2 road games in a row. We face those Vanderbilt Commodores in Nashville, Tennessee. I think Vanderbilt go back to what they used to be. No more Diego Pavia. I know they got this true freshman quarterback. I know that. He's supposed to be all that, but a true freshman, I got to see it to believe it. Last true freshman Alabama lost to go by the name of Johnny Manziel. And this man had an NFL career, even though it was short-lived. I mean, I think he used to like that booger sugar. I don't know now. I'm just saying I think, and messed up his career. I know he liked to party and have fun, but hey, it is what it is. But I ain't say he do or he don't. I'm just saying my opinion. I think. But anyway, I just think Vanderbilt go back to what they used to be. No more Diego Pavia. Diego Pavia brought a lot of swag to that team and everything. But I just don't believe that. I got to see Vanderbilt do it again, and that's a fact. So chalk up another win for my Alabama Crimson Tide over Vanderbilt. Then November 21st, back home against Chattanooga. No need to talk about that. Either win. Then November 26th, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. We got the Iron Bowl. We got Auburn coming to town. Auburn usually play us tough in Jordan-Hare. But in Tuscaloosa, not so much. I know they got a new regime over there, new head coach. What the hell the name is? Anyway, I forgot his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. And he brought a lot of his daggone minions with him from South Florida, Alex Golish. That's what I'm talking about. But he brought a lot of his guys from South Florida. All right. Byron Brown, quarterback. This guy is a dog. Like I said, he ran for over 1,000 yards last season, about he 16, something like that touchdowns. He threw for over 3,000 yards. He's a pretty good quarterback, and he brought a couple of wide receivers. One of them wide receivers he brought with him had almost 1,000 yards receiving last year. Oh, man. Terrence Smith, appreciate the $5 super chat. So do you think they made some changes to the refs on bad calls or no changes? I think it's going to be more of the same. I'm going to tell you the truth, Terrence Smith, but I appreciate this $5 super chat once again. I think it's going to be the same thing, man. Dexter Simmons say you have a better chance of winning the Powerball lottery than Alabama going 12-0. As a matter of fact, let me pull up the QT and get me a ticket. Oh, you going to the quick trip, baby? Hey, go ahead, man. But Alabama, I'm not saying they going 12-0. I said that would be 50-50 with Georgia. And if it's 50-50 and I'm an Alabama fan, I'm going to pick Alabama. And again, I'm saying it's 50-50 with Auburn because Auburn going to have them a squad. You remember these same guys played Alabama tough 2 years in a row when they was at South Florida. Byron Brown. He got some hell of a wide receivers. They bringing back that running back, the running back that Auburn had last year. Auburn consistently have a good defense. The defenses at South Florida wasn't bad, and some of those guys came over with Alex Golish. So, and I'm saying it's 50-50 against Auburn, even though it's in Tuscaloosa. Auburn make me nervous, man, with this team. So guess what? If it's 50-50, I'm going with my Alabama Crimson Tide. Chalk up another win for my Alabama Crimson Tide. So you know what that means? 12-0 for my Alabama Crimson Tide. Facts. Say it ain't so. I wish I could have met you at the store, man. Hey, it would have been a pleasure, Chris Kane. It would have been a pleasure. It would have been a pleasure. He got all that Miami stuff running around there, man. I couldn't stand it. And he had on his Miami shirt. I couldn't stand it. I tried to get out of there quick, but he wouldn't let me. I thought he was going to kidnap me. Damn right. How do you think the FSU game will go? We're going to beat the brakes off of Florida State. We're going to beat them worse than they beat us. That's what I think. At times, Alabama showed up unprepared, facts, and not motivated. That's on the coach. You play like you practice. I hope this year things that exactly he hate me. We showed up unprepared against Florida State. And that's for real. We showed up in game one unprepared. Knowing going in game one is an unknown. Oh, Trevor, that's your dog, man. He called Coach Hayes when I was in the store. I talked to Coach Hayes and everything, man. Yeah, man. You in Miami or you down there in Savannah too? That's what's up. So Trevor know everybody. FSU is down sliding. It's not going to. No, I'm going to tell you right. KB, why is everybody scared to death of Bama? They sit around and chat 24/7 praying. Yeah, they do, Keith Holcomb. These haters, they sit around 24/7 talking about Alabama, how they hate Alabama, and they wishing death on my Alabama Crimson Tide, man. You had Bama hater up at 3 o'clock in the daggone morning, all in the comments talking about Alabama. Come on, man. Yes, he's a sponsor for Coach Hayes. Okay. That's what's up, Chris Kane. That's what's up. FSU as a team with nothing to lose is a dangerous team. Yeah, any team with nothing to lose is a dangerous team. We done seen that from Auburn on several occasions. I live 45 minutes away from there. Oh, that's what's up, Chris Kane. That's what's up. Man, he should have been calling you because I was at the mall for about 3 hours. And that was a fact. Matter of fact, his store was the first store I went in, the very first one. And I was there about another 3 hours. And that's facts. So, but anyway, that's my prediction for my Alabama Crimson Tide. We whooping everybody. But I got 2 games that could go either way. But when it comes down to old KB being 50-50, he always going to go with his Alabama Crimson Tide. And that is just facts. And it is what it is. No excuse, like I said. It was light work on the defense. He sent the homies to the man. Okay, if you say so. Who do you think the best running back to come out of Alabama? The best running back to come out of Alabama. And I'm always stick with Bobby Humphrey. Either Bobby Humphrey or Sean Alexander. I'm always stick with them two. I know what Derrick Henry did. I know what Trent Richardson and Mark Ingram and all of them did. I know that. But I'm always stick with Bobby Humphrey or Sean Alexander. Just my opinion. So, hey, it is what it is, man. Kangaroo Black, why won't you share some of that moonshine you drink? This straight water. This ain't the water that I usually drink, but I caught it at the dang on commissary on sale, so I got it. But anyway, it's about time for me to get out of here. And oh, by the way, I will not be live on Sunday or Wednesday of next week. It is my birthday. Yep, so Sunday, I'll be leaving out of here, taking another little trip. Wednesday, Wednesday I won't be live. I don't think I don't know what time I'm getting back Wednesday, but Wednesday is my birthday. I most likely I won't be live on Wednesday either. So I'm taking another little birthday trip. OKB getting a little older now. I'm just trying to enjoy my time on this earth, baby. So it is what it is. So next week, so I know I won't be live Sunday. And I probably won't, most likely I won't be live on Wednesday of next week. Stacey Go Dog say, how old am I? Old KB will be 53 years old. Sure will. 53. Yeah, I'm getting old, but it's all right. A lot of people don't live to see this age, and it is a blessing to live to see 53 years old, and hopefully I can go 53 more, the good Lord willing. That's a fact. But it's a blessing. So, hey, it is what it is, man. I'm still glad that I'm able-bodied and sound mind. I'm thankful for that. And you can believe that. So, but anyway, as I said, I won't be live on Friday. I mean, on Sunday or Wednesday. I might do a live show Friday, okay? I'll probably do a live show Friday. So, with that being said, I appreciate everybody on TikTok who watched the show, who tuned in. I appreciate everybody on YouTube who tuned in. As usual, appreciated everybody. Appreciate all the birthday wishes. I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to stay safe. I turned 50 in May. My knees aching like a dang shit. But come on, man. If old KB, man, I can get out there, man, and I can still, run a little bit, run 2 miles, 3 sometime. Hey, I got me a weight vest. I walk in my weight vest, man. I walk me 3 or 4 miles in my weight vest. And hey, I'll be good, man. My weight vest is 40 pounds. So I'm trying to work my way up to 12 miles. I'm trying to work my way up to 12 miles in my 40-pound weight vest. Because when we was military, we used to do 35 pounds. That was the standard. You get no lower than 35 pounds, you do your ruck more. So I'm trying to do my 40-pound weight vest, 12 miles in under 4 hours. So 12 miles under 4 hours. I think the longest I ever did 12 miles, the longest time it ever took me was like 2 hours and about 58 minutes. So the shortest time was 2 hours and 45 minutes. But hell, I used to be chilling on my daggone ruck marches. But I'm trying to do them 12 miles in less than 4 hours. I'm going to try to get it. Hopefully, it'll be less than 3 hours and 20 minutes. I want it 3 hours, 20 minutes or less. Kimberly Harmon says she'll be 38 next month, June 9th. I'll be 38 next year on June 9th. Well, you just turned 37. So, but hey, it is what it is, man. Let me get out of here. I appreciate y'all on TikTok for tuning in as usual. You know I appreciate all y'all on over here on YouTube, the Kangaroo Click, and all that. So, yeah, this man say get ready to hand out a lot of prescriptions this season. This season, Dr. KB. These people gonna need. Hey, if Alabama can do what I think they can do, oh yeah, oh Dr. KB coming back. Yeah, a lot of people gonna be under the doctor's orders. LaQuisha say she'll be 40 in November. Okay, that's what's up. Joining the 40 club. That's what's up. I work out with 190 pounds on the bench press. That's what's up, man. 40 club. That's what's up. But y'all let me get out of here. And with that being said, hey, y'all be blessed. And remember, KB. Matter of fact, hold on. Yeah, y'all be blessed. And remember, KB don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. Shout out to Roll Tide Willie and Roll Damn Tide.
Don't give a piss, don't give a piss, don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, nothing but the Tide, nothing but the Tide, nothing but the Tide. Don't give a piss, don't give a piss, don't give a piss, don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, nothing but the Tide, nothing but the Tide, nothing but the Tide. Big Bama, big pride, big legacy. Rama Jamma, yeah, they doubting, gotta let them see. You come to Brian Denny, you ain't ready, well, you better be. Roll Tide, Willie screaming at you, that's a guarantee. And he don't give a piss, blitz, Bama, blitz. Pressure on your QB, bout to make him throw a bit. Hold up, that A is not Atlanta, that A for Alabama. And if you rep that Tide, gonna stand up. Yeah. Don't give a piss, don't give a piss, don't give a piss, don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, nothing but the Tide, nothing but the Tide, nothing but the Tide. Don't give a piss, don't give a piss, don't give a piss, don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, nothing but the Tide, nothing but the Tide, nothing but the Tide, about nothing but the Tide, nothing but the Tide, nothing but the Tide, nothing but the Tide. Don't give a piss, don't give a piss, don't give a piss, don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, nothing but the Tide, nothing but the Tide, nothing but the Tide.